I'm on the porch, get money, you know that we never could get a divorce. Say you the plug when nigga might have been the source. Why me pull up in that brand new Porch? Come through, I teach you this shit like a chorus. Bitch, I'm like Ghost, I got power, of course. Invested my money and ran up a check. Now man, I hot like a motherfucking torch. I got a habit, gotta keep going, cause I cannot get stagnant when you getting money. Hey, look. Welcome to On the Porch Podcast, man. We are back. We are blessed to be here, man. Of course, you got your host today. You got your boy Mike. Hey, man, y'all follow me on Instagram at gi.mike. And you got your boy BJ.
BJ Riley _BJ Real. Y'all go follow me on Instagram and Twitter. Y'all go get that.
And hold on, I don't know if they like, I don't know if they subscribe, I don't know if they comment, but if you not, please do that. This is how we gonna continue getting this message out, getting this thing out to other individuals that's looking for this same information, those like-minded people, man, that's trying to grow, that's trying to prevail, that's trying to progress, and we trying to help them change that mindset and be able to get along in their entrepreneurship journey. So look, man, y'all sharing y'all like, man, what you got to say?
Y'all go ahead and subscribe to the channel, man. We on YouTube, we on Apple Podcasts, we are on all platforms. So it doesn't take much out of your day to go ahead and like, subscribe, just leave a little comment.
For sure.
And that's all it takes, man. It doesn't take too much. Just like, subscribe, leave a little comment, man, and we very much appreciate it.
And we appreciate it. And then you got to understand, if you're already on YouTube, guys, if you're on YouTube watching us, please go over to those platforms, leave a 5-star, and also let us know what you guys want to talk about. Please feel free to go ahead and follow us at _on the porch on Instagram. DM us. Let us know what you want us to talk about. And like I said, you can follow with our Instagrams. But hey, look, we back today. How your week was this week, man? Talk to me about it.
Man, my week was good. Same old. Just trying to find some more leads, find some more traction, see how we're gonna scale. Yeah. So it's just another week in the office for me, man. How was your week?
Man, my week was it was a good week. It was a good week. Thank God for this week. You know, I appreciate every week, no matter what. We was able to get some good things done. Yeah. I just gotta say, you know, you got your ups, you got your downs, you got challenges, but at the end of the day, most of the time, it ain't really challenges. It's normal entrepreneurship shit. Yeah. Every day, you feel me? You might have somebody saying some bullshit. You gotta fix it, patch the hole. But that's all right. That's what we're here for. That's what we signed up for. So
yeah, and we did have some closings this week.
We did have
some closings.
We closed one of them. We got 2 more. That's well. Now they acting like one of them was supposed to close on Monday. This one of the things they be like, bro, what the fuck? Yeah, supposed to close on early Monday, but now it's closed. Next Monday. It's supposed to close next Monday coming up.
Right, next Monday.
And then we closed on one, and then we are gonna close another tomorrow. So hey, we rocking and rolling. But hey, like I said, we ain't never too high, we ain't never too low. We just stay here and we just keep grinding. We keep grinding because that's how you end up getting that pipeline the way that y'all hears are.
And that rolls us into our first point, man. Like what I've been harping on the whole week, because you know we do the podcast like week by week, day by day. Like, don't waste your time with tire kickers. Like, a tire kicker is somebody that they say they're going to do one thing and have no, like, intentions to do what they said they were going to do.
For sure.
So, it's like a tire kicker, that could be in your personal life, that could be in business. It could be somebody, let's go do this. Let's hop into this. Let's go jump on that. And they have no intentions at all on doing what they said they were going to do. Like,
So tire kickers, they ain't got no intention, or maybe they have a little intention to do it, but most time they get scared or get cold feet. Well, no, you know what? You might be right. A tire kicker is somebody that don't do it. Actually, they don't have no intention of doing it. They just feeding you bullshit, basically.
Tire kickers, like, they're not trustworthy at all. Like, they'll say one thing and do completely the opposite. Like, because the main focus point on when you judge somebody on like what they can do, what they can produce is like their actions. Right. So if they say one thing and their actions show another thing, that ultimately shows me whether you're a tire kicker or not. Like if you say, okay, I got a deal. Right. You could have 24,000, you got 50,000, and you could close on this deal in a week. And then we go over the course and it's been 7 days and you haven't sent no earnest money or haven't been communicating or don't have no intentions on moving forward with this deal, you're a tire kicker. You're wasting my time.
And that's tire kicker, bro. You deal with that when
when we deal with people that we don't know a lot of times, it kind of be a little scary because it's like, man, you could be fake, man. I've dealt with, has been doing this for a while, you know, especially dealing with people that want to buy houses, right? Put it on Facebook, you know, you got people that just contact you. Oh, I got the money, blah, blah. But then they're tire kickers. They're people that are not really going to do what they're going to say. Yeah. I mean, do what they say. So we got to, you got to watch out for those guys, man, because at the end of the day, that will literally ruin a deal. That'll ruin a business. That will ruin a relationship overall. And at the end of the day, life runs off a relationship. You literally cannot be happy or good in life without relationship. So when those people hit you up, that's why you got to be able to vet them. You got to be able to make sure. You got to make sure they're good. And that's when you take those steps that are necessary to see if this person is really who they say they are. Yeah. And that's why I don't play the piano too much. You feel me? I can tell off rip if you real or if you're not real. And if I don't know, I'll go on some more questions, go on some more details.
But that plays a part of me because I like to give everybody a chance. So sometimes I find myself giving them too much attention. I'm like, oh, this may be the first time I'm working with them. Right. Let's give them the benefit of doubt. Yeah. They don't know how we do things, so let's try and see how they do things. But when it's just taking too much of our time, they're not producing, not doing what they said they were gonna do. Yeah. It's like I gotta move on from you and find who's actually about business and they're gonna do what they said they're gonna do.
Yeah. I mean, because ultimately it wastes, like I say, it wastes our time because usually when one person is a tire kicker, then it end up making you seem like you're a tire kicker because most time in any type of deal in life, period, there are tire kickers with people that hit you up. Say if you are a hairstylist or something, right? People hit you up all the time. Hey, I'm gonna come book with you. I'm gonna book with you, and then I'm gonna book with you on this day. Then you might leave that slot open. Of course, you don't do that without taking a deposit first or an earnest money check first or whatever that is. But sometimes you may be being nice, and you may be like, all right, I'll book that spot. It's cool. I know they're gonna come through. They said they was, but when they don't come, now you had somebody else that you could have booked at that same time that actually was gonna come. But now you done wasted time and lost money. Yeah. So that's the thing about tire kickers, bro. It could ruin everything across the board. So what we do, we wholesale. So we got a tire kicker buyer that's acting like they're finna buy the house from us. We are under contract with a seller that we are supposed to uphold this contract. Yeah. So say if we can't uphold this contract, either we lose a relationship with a seller that literally we could have got this house sold, but we tied it up with somebody that's not serious. So now the seller don't want to work with us no more because we couldn't execute on our deal because they couldn't execute on their deal. And they was being a tire kicker. Man, tire kickers are something that we have to be able to stay away from, and that's in life as well, guys. I mean, you got people all the time that say they gonna do something but won't do it. They just talking. That's like when you got a partner or something, or you talking to somebody about business, or you talking to your cousin or something. Bro, I promise you, bro, I'm trying to get right with that business shit, bro. I'm gonna hit you up, bro. Yeah. You can't tell me you heard that before. Yeah. Bro. All the time. No, you're not. Stop telling me, because now you just wasting my time, bro. Yeah. I don't want to waste time. You feel me? If you ready to do some business, if you ready to work, let's work. Yeah. It ain't none of that. I don't want to do too much of that waiting game. You feel me? That's why with tire kickers, when I'm working with somebody new or I'm working with I ain't worked before and I think they're a tire kicker, you get a day with me before you take action on something. How you avoid tire kickers is you make them take an actionable step within the next 24 hours. If they take an actionable step within the next 24 hours, they are interested and they actually gonna go through.
And a lot of times, the way I decipher who's a tire kicker and who's not is a tire kicker. They're always gonna point out the negative. They're not they're not problem solvers at all. They're gonna point out what's bad, what's negative, what's not gonna go right, what hasn't even happened, what could go wrong. Right. But somebody that's gonna produce and be productive and asset to the team, they're gonna find solutions. They're gonna fix the problem. They're gonna find a way. They're gonna jump over hoops. And just find the solution and find success in whatever you're doing. A tire kicker is just gonna point out all the negative things that's going on or that haven't even happened.
And that's for sure. And when we doing it, when we in this business. Bro, it's like we gotta know who is tire kicking, and we can't waste time because we feel like we got a relationship with somebody.
Yeah.
We got to understand that in business, I'm going to say it's profit first over relationship. This ain't got nothing to do with me and your personal relationship. But what this got to do is I have a business to sustain. I have a family to take care of. I have shit to do. So I don't have time to be actually just sitting around and like, oh, let me wait on this person, or let me get them or sometimes people might be like, all right, I'll do it, but let me get a deal. But ultimately, what that do is that puts you at a deficit.
Yeah.
Because you don't have room to be doing that. Because you may feel like you're doing good at one moment, but maybe that $5,000 that they should have paid for that service, but you end up just taking, let me get $2,000, bro. I'll work with you.
Yeah.
Later on, those extra $3,000 that you should have had from them,
yeah,
now you see it because you didn't take profit first. Profit has to go over those relationships. I'm so sorry to say that. Now, I'm not saying you can't help people. That's what I'm not saying. We want to help people. We want to try to give people the benefit of the doubt sometimes. But at the same time, though, when you are doing business, profit always has to come first.
Yeah.
Because your business will fail.
Yeah.
You fail because you're being nice to individuals.
Yeah.
And then when you are, make sure it's people that really appreciate it, but we don't do that too much. Make sure you're at a point where you can do that and still don't do it.
Yeah, especially when you're starting a business, because like when you start a business, you're already starting a business at loss. Like any business that you start, you have to put money into it. You have to build the groundwork. You have to bring it from the bottom to the top.
Yeah, for
so
sure.
Any business that you're starting, it already has money into it. So you're already basically in debt.
Yeah.
So it's like if I have friends and family coming over and say I sell t-shirts or I started a restaurant. So if I bring them in and say, okay, y'all come in, y'all eat free. Everybody today, y'all 50% off, 60% off. It's like I'm still in debt. I put $5,000-$10,000 into this business. I haven't made $1 profit yet.
Exactly.
And you're going ahead and people like expect you to get them a discount, expect you to get them something for free. And it's like I put the time, energy, investment in. I put the money, capital. I raised the capital to put into this business, and I haven't even seen profit yet. And I'm gonna give you a discount, gonna give you the benefit of the doubt, gonna give you like the hookup, gonna give you something for free.
Exactly.
It doesn't make sense.
And people really mistake that. Like they really think they don't take that profit first theory into consideration enough, right? Because when that profit is not there, and like you're saying, you're already at a deficit and you're trying to help people, you think they supporting you because they coming out and they're like, bro, I'll eat your food at your restaurant. I'll do that. Let me taste it and I'll be able to post
I'll definitely
about
come and eat.
I'll come do it. But at the end of the day, you got to understand they are not there for your best interest. They can't be, because at the end of the day, if you know that I have started something and I've put my money into it and I need to make money back from it, why would you even accept anything from me for free?
Yeah.
You should be like, nah, bro, I don't want nothing for free. Let me pay the price. Let me pay that for ticket.
Even if you offer it for free,
Even if you offer it for free. That's what I'm saying. You can offer for free, but they should be like, nah, because at the end of the day, they understand that this is a business. It has to be profit first.
Yeah.
It has to be profit first, unless it's some type of emergency. But if not, profit first over anything.
Yeah.
I mean, especially that's just in business, guys. I'm not saying money is everything, but that's just in business. When you have a business, to keep that business afloat, you have to put profit first.
Yeah, and like ideally, like I know people, like especially me, like you want to keep everything in-house. Like you want to know everybody that's functioning and running every part of your business. But at the end of the day, it's like if it doesn't make sense with working with the people, you know, like the business side of things doesn't make sense. It's like, why are we even working together? Like,
yeah, for sure.
Especially like if the numbers don't make sense. If the numbers don't make sense, it's just everybody gonna abandon ship at the end of the day. So it's like, why are we doing it?
And it's pretty much like a lot of people put relationship over business. And that's easy to see.
Yeah.
People put relationship over business. But when you are doing a business for a bigger reason that's bigger than you, it's for other people. You may be trying to do something with world peace. I don't know. Most of the time, though, we have to make sure that we are taking care of that business first.
Yeah.
It can't be, because we've been dealing with this, right?
Mm-hmm.
A lot of people come to us. Oh my gosh, we send properties out to people, and obviously we got multiple investors that's in the list that buy properties from us. So when I send it out, and one person get it before another person, they go, man, I was just trying to. So you gonna take the higher offer? You gonna take the higher offer rather than building a solid relationship or keeping a solid relationship? Yes.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
There's no way I'm not going to take the higher offer. Now here's why. Now I understand if it may be like $1,000 difference. That's cool. But it was like a $20,000 difference. Dog, hell no. I got a guy that, they offered me, boom. It was just on package the other day. They offered me like $394 or something. Had somebody else that offered me $384. Had somebody else that got it under contract for $400,000.
Yeah.
And I've worked with them before. But a lot of people think that we owe them something. And that's what I want people to stop acting like. People need to stop acting like I owe you anything. At the end of the day, we might have done a deal together. We might have done business together. We might have done something together. But if we're not doing it consistently and we don't have something signed on the paper where it says, I got to do this for you first, bro, that shit does not matter. Because what y'all would do is, if it's not a good deal, say if y'all come in and come look at it, y'all not going to take the deal. Now I've wasted my time. Now I lost earnest money. Now I've done all these things when I could have just nipped that in the bud at the beginning.
Yeah.
And went on ahead and went to the other individual that may not talk to me as much, but guess what they do? They get the business done.
Yeah.
Now, of course, if you got an old person that you've been working with, and they may be like $1,000 or $2,000, or let's say $10 or $10.
They be within frame.
They got to be within frame, because I mean, not everybody deal with $1,000 and $10. I just want to make this relatable, right? So not everybody dealing with $1,000, $2,000 spread. They may be dealing with $5, $10, $15 spreads. But if I got a person that has been doing business with me, and it's obviously over a new person that I never worked with before, if it's not that big of a difference, I'm going to go with the old person. The reason being, I'm going to go off a relationship with that. That's when I go off a relationship. I'm going to go off a relationship when I understand that it's not that big of a difference. I know they're going to handle business, and I know they're going to be able to get this thing done fast. Yeah. They're not tired kickers.
Yeah.
They're able to go ahead and get this done quick the way I need to. I'll risk $1,000 just to make sure. I won't risk that $1,000 actually. I won't risk that $1,000 or I won't risk that $2,000 with that new person. Yeah. I'd rather just go with that person that's sound, that I know gonna handle the deal, and they're gonna get it done quick, and I ain't gotta do too much worrying just to give me a peace of mind.
Yeah.
Sometimes peace of mind worth more than money.
And what people have to understand, like, if you start any business or you just paying bills simply, like, you have to produce. Yeah. Like, you have to make more than what your bills are. You have to make more than your expenses. So you have to produce. So if I'm going to mess with you and I'm just breaking even, at the end of the day, that's hurting me.
Hurting you, yeah.
So the more I hurt me, I'm going to be a less desirable person to work with.
Exactly.
Because I'm going to be on a lower frame and you're going to keep elevating. So it's like, why would I put myself at a worse spot than I am, like, initially, and out of the stake of a relationship and not take profit first? Like, I'm not gonna put myself in a bad position just to make you in a better position.
Yeah, for sure.
It doesn't make sense.
And of course,
like, the numbers have to add up. The numbers have to calculate. The numbers have to make sense. Like, my numbers are my numbers, and if I say I have to be here, that's where I have to be at.
That's where I gotta be. And relationships, and don't get me wrong, relationships
are big.
Yeah, man, that's huge.
Like, keeping your word,
keeping a healthy relationship, making sure that you're able to deliver. Keeping a relationship is healthy, but we gotta do opportunity costs. Oh my gosh, everything just come back to opportunity costs. We have to do opportunity costs. It gotta be like, ooh, okay, I know I can make you happy and make you feel so good if I just go with you. And do this business with you. I know you gave me this offer. Yeah. But I also got this person over here that's gonna give me $5,000 more. This is where the opportunity costs come in at. But they also have done business with me before too. Yeah. Dog, I gotta go with them because they done it with me too, and they offering me more, and they giving me better benefits. I gotta go with them.
And at the end of the day, like, you can't change your, like, core beliefs. You can't change your values. You can't change, like, your routines. like just off of another person to satisfy them.
Yeah.
Because at the end of the day, you gotta satisfy you, satisfy your business, satisfy your ego, satisfy your goals that you like set for yourself on a daily basis. So if I'm just satisfying another person, you just gonna find yourself at the other end of the stick, and they're gonna see all the benefit, seek all the reward from it, and you're gonna still be in the same spot, not moving from it.
For sure. And that's just something that we all gotta look at, guys. It can always be a thin line, obviously. It's kind of like, bro, what happened if this person done this? I don't like people do that because, bro, you're doing specific cases. Obviously, with specific cases, it's specific cases.
Yeah.
Right? So say if last time you may have done something that may not been proper business etiquette.
Yeah.
Shit, tripping. Oh, shit. It might not have not been proper business etiquette. Right? So say if you had went and they had it under contract, they was about to do it, or they didn't have it under contract, but they offered you, maybe they responded a little late, and you end up going with somebody else. And they like, dang, I thought we had a deal. And you did give them your word. At that point, it's kind of like, all right, on the next deal, I got you.
On the next deal, I mess with you.
I got to mess with you.
I'll make it right.
As long as it's a little bit of profit still. I can't go in the red. It still got to be profit. But at the same time, it's kind of...
You never want to see too much red.
You never want to see too much red. So pretty much, you got to make sure. Of course, it's always narrowed down to your situation. But make sure, for the most part, just stand on your principles. Understand that profit has to go first. Yes, you got some individuals that may have a better relationship with you than the other individual does. But, hey, you got to do what you got to do. You got to feed your family. You got to take care of your folks. So please make sure that you are putting profit first throughout all this. And that's just simple. Make sure relationships take care of. And, hey, that's just what it is.
Yeah.
That's just what it is, man. Hey, but I got. Let's move on to something else, man. Let's move on to something else.
What we got?
How you feel about a routine?
A routine.
I
feel like that's essential because like I put routines and like goals in the same place. Like if I don't have a routine that's ultimately leading me to the goals that I set in place, I'm not gonna get there. And I feel like that starts with routine.
Right.
Like if that means I have to wake up and be at the gym at this time, like I gotta stick to that routine that's ultimately gonna produce the fruits that I wanna like bear. So it's like if I don't stay to my routine, I know I'm ultimately not gonna get to my goals. So I think it's just vital to stay to your routines, like your routines that you set for yourself, just so you can achieve the goals and just the marks that you set for yourself.
Yeah, for sure. And I want to, hey, bro, routine's so important. And sometimes I want to say this about routines. Sometimes you can't explain your routines to people. You can't explain routines. What I mean is, it may make sense to you. You don't know why you do it. So I get questions, why do you do this? I don't know why I do it actually, but it's been fucking working. So I'm not going to stop doing it. Of course, it's already, you know how sometimes you can explain something to yourself, but it's hard as fuck to explain to somebody else.
I can't let you know like why I do this.
I can't express it, but
I can't articulate it, but it's like I do it. Like I have great reason why I do this. Great reason why I do this.
The reason I asked you this, bro, because basically this week, right? This is a situation that happened today actually. And so, you know, usually I wake up at 5. You know, I'm usually up, bro. So I wake up at 5. But, you know, today I woke up late.
Yeah.
So I
beat you to class.
You beat me to fucking jiu-jitsu, bro. So, bro, what happened was, obviously, everybody knows at this point, I got a fucking fiance. And, you know, like I said, we different. You know. She more like, oh, let's just go out and live. And she's still handling her business, don't get me wrong. She's still handling her business. She's super smart and shit. But at the same time, it's like I'm more strict. I'm more disciplined. I'm more like, I can stay on this routine. She's like, I don't want a fucking routine.
Yeah.
So I woke up late. I'm not blaming her. I woke up late because of me at the end of the day.
Yeah.
It's because of me. I didn't set my alarm properly like I was supposed to. But I actually woke up on time.
Yeah.
I woke up on time, and usually when I wake up in the middle of the night, I check my alarm. I check my phone for a reason. I click it twice. You know how you tap the phone screen twice, it light up. So I check my phone.
I tap it and turn it right off.
Yeah, I tap it right. I'm like, okay, cool. But I do that every night, and sometimes she may be like, dang, bro, like. Why you always checking the time? You can't let time run you. You can't let time control you.
Yeah.
But she was like, why do you do that all the time? This was his perfect example. I don't know why. I can't explain why the fuck I do it. But now I know why the fuck I do it after I woke up late today.
You definitely.
I couldn't explain why at the fucking moment those other days that she told me. But basically, I checked the time, and I'm like, I didn't check the time today. So I'm so used to hearing her say that. So I'm like, you know what, bro? I know I'm good. I know I set my alarm. I'm straight. My alarm ain't go off yet. It's no need to take my time. I'm just gonna use the restroom like I was about to do. A little middle of the night, piss. Bring my back to the bed. I literally looked at my phone. I said, nah, I ain't gonna check. I'm gonna lay back down. Laid back down for like an hour. I may have been like an hour. I got there, get back up, and I'm like, okay, my alarm still ain't go off. It's still dark. I'll wake up when it's dark either way.
Yeah.
I'm like, still dark. I'm like, all right, we good. We good. I think I'm good. So I close my eyes for like 5 minutes. I ain't feel right. I say, God, like I said, I'm off her philosophy. Don't check your time. It's okay. So I'm like, I ain't checking it. But I woke up. I looked at the clock. I say, no the fuck. It was 6:19. I had to get to 5. Mind you, jiu-jitsu started at 6:30.
And so, you already, what, 15, 20 minutes away?
20 minutes away. So I'm like, and I still got to get up and pray. I still got to brush my teeth. I still got to put lotion on my feet because I don't want to be in jiu-jitsu with ashy feet. So, at this point, I'm already late. I'm already at least 15 minutes late. And the reason that I say that is because that ended up making me late. Now, don't get me wrong. I respect everything that my fiancé say. I hear what she say because at the end of the day, she does have some great points behind what she's saying. But about my routine, like that part of my routine, I check my time.
Yeah.
Because I know that my body wakes me up on the time that I need to get up. Mm-hmm. So if I would have checked my time that first time I got up, that hour before I would have been on time. Maybe I would have woke up at 5:19.
Yeah.
Or 5:20, but I'm still good. All I'm saying is, bro, like, when you are having a routine, or when you have a routine, rather, and it's been working, don't allow other people's opinion about your routine change what you do. Because ultimately, it may be hard to explain. They may not understand why. It's not meant for them to understand why you're doing it. You could try to explain yourself, but ultimately, if it's been working and it's getting better, of course, you can always better your routine. But as long as you understand why you are doing what you're doing and it is getting you some results, no need to change it. Stay with your routine, no matter who that is in your ear, for real.
But don't
this is a terrible routine that's not getting you no results. I ain't even got to go into depth about what those routines are. That's not getting you no results.
Yeah, of course, if you just sitting all day watching movies, getting through every series and stuff, you can go ahead and throw that in the trash.
Cause I don't want y'all to take it and be like, oh well, shit, I feel like me doing nothing all day is a good routine. So no, if it's not getting no results, it's not getting no money, it's not getting you to the place where you want to be at. I don't know where y'all want to be at. So you could want to be lazy. I don't know. But if it's not getting you to a place of success,
what can you do? What can you do like lazy though and make money?
No, I ain't gonna cap. Nothing.
It ain't too much.
It's nothing you can do that's lazy and make money. Even if it's something where people think it's lazy. Like people think playing games all day. They think that's lazy because you know something.
You got to stream.
You got to stream. You got to work. That's work. That's work, bro. That shit
being
is
on
tiring.
stream for 12 hours, 10 hours. 15 hours, that's work.
And anything you do, bro, that shit is work. Like, a lot of people be like, bro, look at them. They got it. They look at them, bro. They got it so easy. Nah, they don't. They still working. No matter what it is, they still working. They still putting time in because something that you do every day, they get tired of it. They'll probably look at what you do and be like, damn, bro, that shit looks so easy and fun. I mean, because they're not doing it every day. Once you're doing something every day, that shit is work. That shit start feeling. And I'm not saying it work. You could enjoy it. Like, I enjoy what I do. You feel me? I enjoy what I do. But at the same time, I know it's work. I know what I got to do.
So do you ever find like that in what you do, like you got to like, do you ever find yourself like adjusting your routine, adjusting your habits, adjusting like your daily like routine that you do every day? Do you find yourself like adjusting it like off of like what you're doing like business wise.
Oh, like for what? Like for like somebody that because I'm with somebody or
Because like either like you could be like with somebody that you're with and you're trying to like appease them.
Oh.
Like do you like change your habits? And,
first
like,
I would like to say don't change your habits for somebody that you don't know is worth it. First of all, and I'm not saying change your habits, but you can if your habits are working and they're good habits, and they're not necessarily habits but routine. It's a good routine what you got going on. You don't have to change that for somebody that's not worth it. Make sure that person is worth it. Mm-hmm. See, me personally, I'm engaged now. I'm about to get married. You know, I'm about to do stuff like that. So it's kind of like, shit. At that point, I know they're worth it. So if it's something that I have to adjust in my schedule, so I can make sure that they're happy as well, that's big. Because at the end of the day, it's about having a healthy balance in life. Yeah. When you don't got a healthy balance, one thing may be going good, but one thing may be going bad, and ultimately that means everything is going bad because. One thing can't be good and the other thing be bad. It just don't happen. You got to have a good balance.
But like, what makes a good routine? What makes a good balance? Like, do I have to wake up every day at 6 o'clock and as soon as I get up, put my feet on the ground and go to the gym? And then after I go to the gym, do I have to read a book? Then after I read that book, I gotta go hop on the call. Do like what makes a good like routine? Like, how do you know?
First of all,
it's
it's a good routine when it's balanced. When you by yourself, you should be doing as much as you can to be able to get close to your purpose, to be able to get yourself stable as possible. I don't believe that nobody shouldn't get with somebody. I'm not. As a man, most of the time we can't get with nobody if we're not stable because at the end of the day, they are not going to respect us to a point where you have your shit together so I can respect you as a man. You can take care of everything. Yeah. You kind of got to. I'm sorry to say it, I may be contradicting. I'm not contradicting, but it's not controversial or whatever. But it's kind of like, bro, as a man, bro, you shouldn't be with nobody if you ain't got your purpose together. If you don't have, I'm not saying I know exactly what I'm gonna do. I'm not saying I'm perfect and I know what I'm doing. But I got an idea. You feel me? Yeah. I got to a point where I'm living on my own. You know, I feel like I could take care of a couple of my own business. I could pay my own bills. If you can't do that yet, you don't need to be in a relationship. Period. But once you do get in a relationship, your question was when I do get in a relationship,
like, do your like habits and routines change just because like the relationship you're in?
It does. It has to. Cause me personally, you know me. Anybody knows me. I would fucking work all damn day if I could. Yeah. I would work all night until I lay my fucking head down at 12 o'clock a.m. You feel me? But once you get somebody, you gotta understand that life is more than money. Life is more than being successful because you could be a successful businessman, but you're not successful at home with your family. You're not successful. You're not happy. Yeah. You can have all that damn money, bro. You see people knocking themselves off as billionaires all the time. Yeah,
jumping off of like buildings.
Yeah, for sure. So it's kind of just like if you're not happy, these people they be looking lonely. So they be lonely. They ain't got nobody because they did feel like I'm successful in this area. So why can't you be happy at home? But no, you got to make sure it's a balance. Yeah. When it's a balance, you have to be sure that your significant other's happy. You got to make sure your home is good. So I had to change. I can't work all the time, all day, like I would like to. That's unhealthy anyway. Mm-hmm. That's why I appreciate who I'm with because they brought balance in my life. Like if it wasn't for them, you feel me? And a lot of people probably be like, dang, I can't believe that you with somebody that's opposite of you. She about business too. She do business too. But at the end of the day, they go out, they have fun, they enjoy themselves. You know, they about living life. I'm about business, staying strict to a schedule, doing what I have to do, being locked in. So when they are, they got having fun. We brought it together, and now we're able to balance each other. So I have to stop working sometimes. I have to because at the end of the day, that's who I'm with, and therefore I want to make sure. And I think about this for when I have kids because. When you do have, I'll be thinking about thinking out. When you do have kids, bro, it's kind of like, and I be hearing this is something I just heard. I hear it. You hear problems like this all the time. That kids be terrible because, oh yeah, you're a successful businessman, but your kid's terrible.
Yeah.
It's because you're not home with them. You're not taking care of. You're not spending time with them, or your wife's miserable.
They're not getting the values and beliefs that you like were brought up on because you're out so much. They just see you like on a high platform and they don't know how to get there. They just see you up there.
Exactly, and then your wife miserable. You feel me?
Yeah.
And God knows I don't want nobody to fucking cheat. So therefore, if you don't want your wife to go start having sex or fucking somebody else, I suggest you fucking adjust that schedule. You feel me? Because we can all say, well, I'm paying the bills and I'm doing this, so you should just. But at the end of the day, bro, they still need their needs met, regardless.
Yeah.
That's why people be like, damn, bro, my wife or my girl fucking they went with a bum or they went with somebody that ain't getting that much money as me. It's not about that they're able to get them attention somewhere else that you
they
could.
Thought they saw it was something interesting.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah. So you have to try to be. As a man, you got. I'm sorry to say this, but you got to be able to fulfill all areas. And that same, like I said, you got to make sure the woman's worth it to do that because that is a big sacrifice, bro. Yeah, that's a big sacrifice for me to be like, I don't want to work as much. Now I need to make sure that I'm being a balanced home, and I got to stop working at this time. And I need to be here this time. I need to make sure I'm not out this long. I can't go out with my boys like I want. I don't go with my boys like that.
Yeah, but I see that. But like you see, like people that are very successful. And I'm speaking towards like athletes right now, mostly because you see like Magic Johnson, he was with a lot of females, so he ultimately ended up getting like diseases and stuff. Tom Brady, you see, they said in headlines that they just hired divorce attorneys. Yeah. So
Tom Brady couldn't leave football alone.
He couldn't leave it alone.
That's his wife. He's married to football.
He's literally labeled as like the GOAT of football. Like, he's the best to ever do it. So it's like he was focused so much on his path and his passion that it ultimately like it sacrificed his family.
Exactly.
So is it really like worth it to stay on that path, or like how do you know you're giving too much to the business side and not enough towards like family and like your relationship?
And that's when we gotta learn the way that you when you know is. You talk to your spouse. You talk to your family. You make sure they good with. Are y'all okay with my hours? Is that okay? Is that good? I know I feel like I've been working a lot. Is that all right with you? And of course, sometimes though, your family and they have to understand why you're working the way you work and why you do the way you do. Of course, there are seasons where I'm going to work more than others because maybe it's some goal that I'm trying to achieve at that time but you have to put that on the forefront. So say if I know I'm about to start working more, I'm going to go tell my family or tell who I'm with, hey, I'm about to be working more for a couple of months. I'm not just going to spring it on them. They're not going to know that it's not just going to happen. I'm going to actually talk to them about it. How can we balance this, make it work? Because I have more stuff to do. So the way that you know this and the way that you do control this, you got to be able to compartmentalize. Submarine. Yeah. You got your family, you got your social, you got your business. You can't let one thing start leaking into another one. So say if I'm having a bad day at work, what I'm not going to do is I'm not going to take that bad day at work and I'm not going to let it go into the other compartment of my family. Yeah. Shit, what happened at work happened at work.
It had nothing to do with it.
And it had nothing to do with them. And that's how a lot of people end up fucking up because they end up letting what happened at work go into the home. And when they go into the home, now it's all type of strife in the atmosphere because now you've allowed what was going on the outside come in and infiltrate your family. We can't let that happen. We got to make sure that we saying, all right, cool. Once I'm doing work, I'm doing work on my family because a lot of people don't realize that even if you're with your family, you're not spending that quality time with your family. Just because you're there doesn't mean you're there.
Yeah, but a lot of times, like the way you are, like financially, the way you are, just financially and socially, like that determines like your mood, your like atmosphere.
It does,
because it's like if I'm not making like or where I'm at and where I want to be, it's like it just shows on the outside. Like I'll start treating family like
outside. It's like
I'll start treating them like I don't want to be around them like. Oh, I gotta put more time here. I can't be around y'all. Like y'all are wasting my time. I don't have no time to talk to y'all. So a lot of times, if the business isn't going good, it might reflect back on the family.
And it does reflect. But that's what we kind of gotta learn. First of all, we gotta talk to them. We gotta let them know. Like, especially first of all, if your wife or your girl, bro, you gotta let them know anyway. Like, especially you planning on building a family,
because they already see it.
You with them, so they have to understand what goes on in your brain, because they probably can help you with that most of the time anyway. So go talk to them and let them know, hey, look, I know I'm acting some type of way right now. I feel it myself. I'm sorry if I'm acting some type of way towards you. Everything's just not going good at work. So we have to understand that everything's not going to get at work. We got to talk to them. We got to talk to our city, because we got to talk to our family and let them know that, so they can help us with it, whether it being banging heads. I'm going to tell you off front, hey, I'm sorry, I'm not feeling that day, but as long as you're going to tell them, they probably can help you through that. Now, this one, we got to learn the 4 burner theory. A lot of people don't know about that. Your 4 burners, you got your family, you got your friendship, you got your social life, you got your business. A friendship, that's like social. You got, and then you got fitness. So you got
fitness.
So there's 4 burners. It's like a stove top. You got health, you got social, you got family, and you got business. Certain points in our lives, guys, we're gonna have to turn something down. This is literally a theory that says all those burners can't be turned up at the same time. Some gotta be turned off.
Yeah, I say my business and my health is turned up all the way.
And that's what it is. And at that point, it's kind of like, so you got to turn down. You can't have all up at the same time. You might have to turn one off so the other ones can get some heat. So at this point, my social life is turned down like hell. I ain't really too worried about it. I got the people I'm fucking with, you feel me? And eventually that will get turned back up. But I have to turn that social down so I can make sure that my business is turning up. Then maybe my business turned up, but I got to turn that down a little bit just so I can make sure I can get something to my family. And then I got to make sure that I still got to put something to my health, because without my health, none of that matters. So you always got to make sure those certain burners are on. And that's the 4 burner theories. You got to know it's a certain point in each person's lives where one is up higher than the others and some are turned all the way off, but you can't have all 4 burners on at the same time.
But how does your burners look though when you're starting something new? Like, a lot of times, like, I feel like when people just want to take that leap of faith, when they want to start something new, when they just want to go on that new journey, like, it's scary. Like, sometimes they get stagnant. And like, what I like to tell people all the time, like, it's never like a perfect time to start anything. Like, the most important part is that you get started, that you like put that foot forward, that you take that leap of faith and just get out there and learn that new experience. So it's just like, how do you, like, when you're doing something new, doing something different, how do you like just stop from being stagnant and just, I feel like it, like by the end of the year, by the New Year's, it'll be better. I'll get this done, and this done. So it'll be like a better avenue for me to just hop into like what I want to do new.
I mean, the way you do that is simple. It's kind of just like, to explain this to individuals, to people. We try to make sure everything's perfect, or we try to, we actually take so much time trying to think about, should I do this, or should I do this, or should I do this, that it makes us stagnant. When it does make us stagnant, it's because we're not taking action on anything. You only get stagnant when you're not taking action on anything. If you take action on something, you're no longer stagnant. We take some sort of time and be like, we got time, let me just think about it. And then now, after you done thought about it, a year done went by, and you like, I haven't made progress in any of these areas.
But I was waiting on the perfect time to hop in though.
Just pick one thing. Just pick one thing and just go ahead and lock in on that. And as you working on that, you can start, as you get some traction in that and you start building that up, you start looking into other things. You feel me? And that's okay. But you have to make sure that you are not being stagnant trying to choose from all these different things. That's called analysis paralysis. We get analysis paralysis. We take so long to analyze stuff that eventually we are not moving. We're not moving at all. So we have to make sure that we choose something to move on, jump into it, go with it. And maybe that's not it, but at least you went on ahead and started making some traction.
You got that experience. You learned that lesson. Like, you went through that trial. You went through them trials and tribulations and just got the best out of it. So, like, even if you, like, fail at what you're going to do, man, like, you just got to look at the bright side of things and just take the lesson that you learned from the journey. So you're not always going to end up on the good side of things, but ultimately you just got to find and take something from the experience that you learned from doing what you did.
And you got to move forward with it, man. I mean, it's kind of crazy that, you know, we do take so much time to think, and that's unfortunate, bro. Like, we take so much time to think about what we should be doing that we never do anything.
Yeah.
It's kind of bad. That's very bad. It's like, once you figure out something, if you were thinking about it, just find out the thing that makes the most sense for the time frame that you are in your life, and go ahead and go after that and do that.
But I think it's the way our brains are wired. Like, a lot of times, like, you can get caught in thinking of all the negative, like all the the downsides of things, but like your mind never like gravitates or rotates towards like the positive side of things, or just what you're getting blessed with. You always want to think about the negative.
Yeah.
So it's like, just shift your mind from being negative to positive. Like, just be appreciative of all the positive things that's going on, and don't always worry about the obstacles. Don't always worry about the trials, the tribulations that you got to go through. Like, there's positive things at the end of the day, and sometimes those positive things outweigh the negative
all the time.
It's just like the way your mind wants to shift. Like, I could sit here all day and be like, this is a bad day, this is a horrible day, but it's like, why is it a horrible day? Is it a horrible day because I'm thinking that it's a horrible day, or is it a horrible day because it actually is? Like, it's really just your mind and what you want to determine it that it is. So like, just my message to y'all is just have like a positive thought and just enjoy those like positive moments more than the negative.
Yeah, and most of the time when people say like, but the day thing, you're not used to having a horrible day, you're having a bad moment.
Yeah, bad moment.
If we're able to say, you know what, this is not a bad day, I spilled that coffee on my pants, does not mean I'm having a bad day. You feel me? It's just, that's that moment. Let me see what I can do to solve this problem. Back to problem solving skills rather than looking at the problem for so long. Let's find a solution. Yeah. Shit, let's see what happened. All right, cool. I get this done, taken care of. Maybe I stop by the store on the way to work, give me a little couple pair of pants. Whatever I got to do is go fix it, take care of that, and let's move on with the rest of the day.
Yeah, cause like you can get stuck in like, okay, you had a horrible 20 minutes for the first part of your day. But you can't let that drag into like the whole part of your day. Now your whole day is bad.
Yeah,
like,
for
you
sure.
gotta like wipe that off. Know that was like one part of your day, and just make the rest of your day just fantastic, better. Right. Like, make the rest of your day have a positive day, have a productive day, and just ultimately don't let what happened earlier that morning stop you from just achieving your goals and making it a better day than it was.
And it was. Exactly, bro. And sometimes we just gotta, once you figure that out, bro, life be so much easier. You feel me? Yeah. Of course, it's easier said than done. But once you switch that mindset, bro, everything about mindset, like I say all the time, once you switch that mindset over, there's nothing that can do to stop you. There's no way you can have a bad day. Yeah. I don't have bad days. People are like, every day not a good day. Every day is a good day for me. Yeah. Every day is a great day. At the end of the day, if I'm still alive, I'm still breathing, I'm still moving, shit, whatever has happened, you take a couple minutes, you goddamn be mad about it, that's it, just a couple minutes. And you're moving on from that, bro. You move on, you move forward, and you just goddamn get to where you gotta go. And really, it's kind of like once you got that down pat, I mean, everything else gonna happen in the way that it should happen. One thing I do want to talk about, one thing, I know we've been on for a minute, so, but shit, one thing I do want to talk about is this week we were showing those 8 properties. Yeah. We had a package deal of 8 houses, right? And the seller, he got, I'm cool. I've been working. We closed a couple of other deals for him. My bad.
Yeah, closed deal with his brother, his family.
Shit. So, shit. At this point, we pretty much got a good relationship. So he basically telling by his feelings, like how he's selling up the house, but he's trying to get his. They all on Section 8. They getting he showed one check $17,000 a month.
Didn't even cash it.
Didn't cash it yet from the housing authority from Section 8, which means the government pays the rent for the tenants. For the people that live in the house, the government pays for that. And they sending that check, that's automatic every month. So he's getting all those funds. And he's like, I want my son, I keep trying to get my son to take over. And I'm trying to let him get it, but he don't want it. He don't want it. I show him this check. I show him the stack of check. He showed us another stack of checks in his pocket.
First of all, 17,000 times 12 is 204. So
1,000.
His son would basically be walking into $204,000 in cash flow per year.
For as long as he want to keep.
For as long as he wants to keep those properties. And mind you, these properties don't need any type of attention or work towards him.
And you know, it's kind of like, that's crazy because I told him, I said, Pops, Dad,
Grandpa,
please, if you want to handle somebody that bad, just let me get him, man. I'll take care of him. And I was dead serious.
Yeah.
If you want to handle down somebody, you know, we've been working there for a minute. You know, I'm a young guy, young cat. I'm trying to get out here. I'm trying to make sure I build my portfolio too. And I promise you, I'll take care of it. Of course, him want to do that.
Scout's honor.
Scout's honor.
I would take care.
And you kind of get in this mindset of, oh my goodness, how can he not get this if it's getting handed to him over on a platter? Dead ass, like it's dead ass getting handed to him. Like his dad is like, here, take it. I'm not gonna be here for it. He's an older guy. He's like, I'm not gonna be here for this shit. Take it. But you want to get mad at him. You want to be like, damn, bro, you just goddamn turn this down. But you gotta understand that what I did understand in that moment was, damn, everybody don't realize what they got.
Yeah.
So when you don't realize what you got, you don't appreciate it. See, with us, we not saying that we had the most terrible life, not saying that we was fucking crack babies or something.
Yeah.
But you know, we ain't have no hand to it. We literally have to work our ass off every day to fucking get property to be to that point where we can buy all the houses we want. We have to do that. He doesn't. So since he's been seeing his dad doing it his whole life, he's desensitized to it. So he's realizing that, bro, I really don't. He's like, it don't even seem all that special to him. To us, that's like, what the fuck? You finna just give me all this cash flow? But it's because of where we come from and the things that we had to go through growing up and know that we don't have nobody handing that to us. Yeah. He's desensitized to it. His dad always been, I know he always been working in schools and he was like the superintendent making multiple six figures. And so he's always been living a pretty good life. So he don't have to worry about those things. He don't have to be like, dang, how am I going to build my family legacy? His family legacy has already been built by his dad.
Yeah.
We feel like we have to build our own family legacy.
Yeah.
So we look at it as a blessing. He look at it as damn near like a curse. I don't want to take all those houses on. So we got to understand that we have to look at things I always try to look at things from another perspective. We literally don't realize what we have until it's gone, or until we don't have it no more, or until we didn't have it. We didn't have it, so we see what that is. We see the potential that is. We see the net worth that is. We see that the wealth that's going to bring. His son like, shit, sell it all and let me just get the money.
Yeah.
You gonna get the money and do what with it? Most of the times when people have had to get that money, they just spend it anyway.
Yeah, I feel like he's like thinking like a little too far outside the box. Cause it's like a lot of times like you look towards like your friends, you look towards the people that you hang out with, look towards the people that you like network with to figure out ultimately what you're gonna do in the long run.
Right.
But in his situation, he's looking at the dude under the same household as him and it's working. So it's like, why go outside of that? He already laid the foundation, paved the roads for you. So why go start a whole nother path and try to make something different, create the wheel? But like, why do something different?
We wasn't the same thing is we wasn't in a household with him.
Cause I was like, shoot,
we wasn't in.
I love to have a family member that, getting $17,000 a month in cash flow. Yeah. And that's I don't even think that's all his properties.
Oh, absolutely not. He got much more. But the thing is though, we wasn't in the house, so he probably could have seen from the other side his dad stressing about the houses. His dad trying to find somebody to work on the house. His dad trying to figure out who's gonna repair the houses, who's gonna do this, who's gonna do that. So of course he probably seen it as, oh no, that's too much work. I don't want to do that. But at the same time, we see it, bro. We know that is a wealth building tool. So he's not seeing that. He's seeing it from perspective. I've always been in here. I'm under the roof with him. You're right. He's under the roof with him, but he also see the stress that his dad go through. Yeah. So he's seeing it as that's why I said he's seeing it as a curse while we seeing it as a blessing. Yeah. We understand the risk to reward. We understand we're taking that risk. We might have to fucking do some work on the house. We might have to fucking take care of some business. We might have to goddamn go get somebody to change the toilet at 2 o'clock in the morning. But we understand also what that comes with. We understand that comes with that $17,000-$20,000 a month. That check coming from the housing authority. He don't see that. He's been given everything. He's been given to him.
But you say he's seeing that stress that comes with it. But is that stress that comes with it, is it worth it? Because it's like ultimately, if you like where you want to be at, like you shouldn't be comfortable in what you're doing. Like naturally, like if you're trying to elevate yourself, if you're trying to grow, like that requires like pressure. Like pressure makes diamonds.
Yeah. So
you shouldn't. It should be some type of pressure on you, some type of stress on you, in like what you're doing that's ultimately going to elevate you. So I feel like stress is needed to reach like the goals and levels that you want to achieve. So it's like, is it worth it?
When people are spoiled, they don't see that though. I'm looking from this perspective. He's spoiled. Yeah, he don't want the stress. Why do you keep acting? His dad stressed for him. So he like, shit, sell the fucking houses. I don't want them. Let me get the money that you got, and then shit, I just move on with my life. He don't want to stress. A lot of people can't take that stress. You're saying that pressure made diamonds and stress is going to build people, but a lot of people can't take that stress. A lot of people ain't been built through that stress. We've been built through that. I've been built through stress. I've seen shit. I've been through shit to where you got to you even goddamn barbecue a mildew. You feel me?
Yeah.
So shit, we had to make barbecue. We couldn't mildew.
Yeah, you sit in them hard times and laugh in them.
You laugh at them. You feel me? Like that's why now when shit go on in our lives, cause the shit that we went through when we were younger, we're able to look at it now and be like, bro, shit, that shit passed when I was younger. I know this shit gonna get better cause we even know more now. So that's why we don't be fucking stressing. But people that has already been given everything, bro, they don't realize what they have until they're in a position where they have to realize what they have.
Yeah.
You feel me? We were forced to realize we had to use the resources that we had.
Yeah.
Which was sometimes slim to none.
Yeah.
He had so many resources, he don't know how to feel where I gotta use my resources that I have.
Yeah.
His resource, his daddy, give me some money.
And then it's like his dad's trying to put him in position to where he could basically be a provider for his family, and the son basically doesn't even like realize the position that his dad's putting him in to being a provider for his family, just because it's like you've been taking care of everybody our whole life, so what do I need to do? For sure.
And people don't think that shit is a big thing, bro. Like for me, like when I see that, I feel like, damn, bro, you don't even appreciate what you got, bro. Like, no cap, I wish I had somebody finna pass me down some houses, bro. I wish. You feel me? I'm pretty much like damn near in my immediate family, I'm like the first person to own my own houses. Mm-hmm. I'm the first person, and I'm young as shit. And this is just the beginning. I still ain't got too much. But nobody really owned a house in my immediate family before me.
Yeah.
I had to break that generation curse. He don't gotta break none. He don't care. He doesn't care. He knows he's gonna have a house. He know the house that his dad live in. He at least have that.
He trying to stir some stuff up. Like he's trying to make a problem that doesn't even exist.
It doesn't exist. It's not a problem, bro. So people don't understand that cash flow is what save you. Not that influx of cash that you're gonna get, that you're gonna try to put in nothing wrong with putting your money into a technology company or buying stocks or something, because that's probably what he'll try to do and find somewhere to put some money. Or buy some houses eventually, because the CPA gonna tell him to do that. But you don't even have to do that because you just getting that fucking houses.
Yeah.
But hey, that is what it is, bro. We don't, like I said, bro, we just don't realize what we got until we don't got it, or until we have to figure out what the fuck we have. We had to, like I said, coming up, we had to figure out what resources we had. He never had to figure out resources he had, so he don't appreciate the resources that he has. Simple. So that's just all it is to it, man. I mean, bro, I could really just keep going all night, really, because I still got more stuff to talk about, but we gonna cut it off here, guys, because we're not gonna keep going. We done talked about hell stuff, but hey, man, I mean, this been I'm gonna give y'all something to go into the week with. I just want you guys to understand that when we go through life, there's nothing permanent but change. Absolutely nothing permanent but change, right? Right? So we have to understand that with change, that's okay. But when failure comes, that's not permanent. Relationships come. None of those are permanent. People come in our lives, people come and go. That's not permanent. Once you're able to accept that, you're able to continue trucking forward and understand that nothing that you have that leaves your life or something that happened is a failure. It's just a lesson.
Yeah.
So when you're going through life and you feel like you got something permanent, now I'm not saying being negative, because people can take this and make this to a negative thing. I'm not saying have a negative mindset like, oh my gosh, everything's gonna leave me. No, I'm saying this because I want you to embrace change. I want you guys to embrace failure, because failure is something that is going to happen. That's something that is
needed.
It's needed. So be sure to just accept that and continue moving forward, because it's always a lesson behind all of that. I'm reading this book right now, and it's basically saying like, the book is called A Conversation with the Devil. And the only thing that people don't realize that failure is a tool, because with failure, it has an equal seed of success if you could just make it through the failure. So we got to be able to make it through that failure. We got to understand that change is going to happen. Let's embrace change, because change is the only thing that's permanent. Nothing else is permanent. So don't feel like everything is always going to be exactly how you want it. Shit gonna change, and that's okay. You embrace the change, roll with the change. As long as you embrace it, you're able to overcome that, and you're able to get to a better position with the change and make that change positive.
JT on the track again.
Hey, run that shit up, Chase.